What's up everybody and welcome back. It's another Mealworm episode for you today, so we are back down in the basement and today's video is multi-purpose. The first purpose is to show you guys some new tools that I got that have helped simplify my mealworm farm and allowed me to scale things up while also decreasing my time. You saw one of those tools in one of our last videos where I showed you the new pupa sifting tray that I got from Scott over at Space Coast Mealworms. I'm gonna leave another link to his page down below. Check that out. If you're doing mealworm stuff, this thing is essential. The other thing that I got after watching Scott's page is I invested in these green sifters. These sifters sit on top of 5-gallon buckets and they make it really easy to get all the different aspects of your mealworm sifted out the way you want. So I'm gonna be showing you those, and I'm also gonna be showing you how I've been using them to sift and sort and rearrange our mealworm farms. So these are breeding tubs. Now you can see they're different than they used to be. We used to have components sitting in the top. That's what all the videos have been so far, is we had the bucket in the top with the beetles and then all the substrate fell down into the bottom. What was happening is my substrate was falling through the top much faster than I wanted to. And I don't know why. Maybe I'd gotten more beetles in the top and their movement was starting to sift it down at a faster rate. Whatever the case, the substrate was dropping through the filter too fast. I was ending up with a lot of substrate in our grow out tubs, much more than I wanted. So with the new sifters, I'm able to keep all the beetles down in one bucket, and then I can sift them out and take all that substrate into new grow out tubs and then put some fresh bran in with the beetles. So we've got a 5-gallon bucket. You're gonna be shaking this around, so I went ahead and took the handle off, which is easy enough to do with a little bit of shimmy. Now these are the new sifting trays. So we've got a variety of sizes, and just like progressive sifters, you start big and go to small. So this becomes the new setup. When I'm sifting the beetles out from their substrate, you don't need all 6 of them. You just need, I think it's the top 3, and usually by that time you've caught all the beetles. The beetles are all that we want. Anything that's smaller than the beetles, little mealworms, if there's eggs, all of that stuff we want to go down into the bucket so we can put it into our grow out tub. Let's start sifting. Grab our first tub here, open it up. So, knock them off their thing here. This potentially has a bunch of eggs on it, so this will eventually go back in, because if there are any eggs, they'll hatch into little mealworms, then I'll catch them on the next sift. Like I said, we're only gonna need about the top 3 or 4, I can't remember. I think it's 3. And I'm pretty sure it's 3. So now, just take the bin and pour it in. So the top one, if you've got any carrot or anything left, then that'll catch that there. They've already eaten theirs, so it's gone. Make sure you don't have any mealworms trying to hitch a ride. And then we go down to the next one. You can see how easy this gets. So this catches a lot of the beetles. Some, not all. And so I'll take this and go back into the bin and start to shake that out. And then we get the catch-all. So this is all the beetles that didn't end up in the first one. There you go. You end up with some exoskeleton bits, your bran, bunch of eggs. Anyway, once that's in there, you can reset your sifters back on top. And we take this back over here, a couple scoops of bran, drop in some carrot, put their hotel back in. Now let's do it again. so after all 5 bins have been sorted, we end up with about this much substrate. Now all of this is going to go into a new grow bin. These are all the grow bins I currently have going. All of these tubs are currently occupied. So let's show you how I make a new grow tub. Rather than make a bunch of little air holes, we're gonna do one big 3-inch air hole that we cut with a hole saw. Over the top of that, we're gonna glue some window screen. You wanna make sure you can see the glue sticking up through the screen. That's gonna give you your best hold. Once it's all set in place, trim off the extra. We're gonna pour in the substrate and mark it with a date on top. Oh, can't forget the carrot. Alrighty, that's how you set up a grow out tub. Now y'all can do it on your own. On the tubs that I already have, I gotta replace the carrots on them, and one of them I think should be just about ready to harvest. So we're gonna sift, see if we get any pupas out, beetles, and we'll see if we've got a big volume of mealworms. And if we've got enough, we'll take those on out to the chickens and give them a snack. Alright, so this top blue tub here is our oldest mealworm, second oldest over there. So let's start with this one. Alright, opening it up, you can already see we've got mealworms up and around the top. Looks like they've mowed through most of their carrot. Look at that frass, we got a pupa there. It's been a while since I got this one, so we do have a few beetles that have hatched out as well. So this is going to be a good opportunity for y'all to see all the sifters in work, and we'll go from there. So the first thing I'm going to do is run this whole batch of bran through the Space Coast mealworm sifting tray. This is going to make sure if any of the mealworms had turned into pupas, I'm going to catch all of those. It also does catch a few beetles along the way, but that's okay too. Definitely want to upgrade to the bigger box, but a great big thanks to Scott. And this is what you end up with out of the sift. So you can see some beetles and some mealworms. So I'm just going to tidy this up, scoop out anything that I don't want. This is also a good time to grab any dead pupa or malformed pupa or anything that you don't want in your breeding tubs. And that's the final product. Now we're going to take the material that ran through the pupa sifter and run it through the green sifters. This first layer is going to get out all the mealworms that are big enough for harvest. The next row are small mealworms, so we're going to save these and give them some more time to grow. But I do want to sift out any frass or small particles that they're not going to be eating or taking advantage of. Those will set off in the other bin. Again, a couple more shakes to make sure all the frass is down. And there we go. And these are the mealworms that we harvested out of the bin. That gets our eldest mealworm grow tub sorted out. So now we're going to put some carrot in it, and then we'll go through and put some carrot in with the rest of them. And that'll be it down here, and we'll go give the chickens a bite to eat. While I'm putting in the carrots, this is also a nice time to just give your grow bins a check, make sure that things are going well. You can usually find some mealworms under your old carrots, so that's a good time to check on size and how things are doing. Yeah. sweet. That's probably our first real mealworm harvest where I was able to give some to the birds. My hope is that eventually it gets big enough that I'm able to give them probably like 2-3 times that much every day. So exciting that it's starting, more to come. Thank you guys for all watching. I hope this was helpful for you if you're scaling up from a small size to a mid-size. Good luck to you all, and let me know if you've got any questions. Best of luck, be happy, be healthy, and be safe. We'll catch you next time.